This is K Russ, and 3 minutes of news you might not have heard about it. Hope you enjoy. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's talk about it. If not, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's talk about it. So, you might have heard that in the middle of a pandemic, we have decided to overhaul the post office. I think this might be in direct relation to the election coming up in 4 months. The post office is cutting their costs. They are freezing new hires. They are encouraging their employees to take early retirement or to retire altogether, and restructuring the structure of the post office. They have condensed from 7 regions now to 4 regions, and they are limiting the amount of money that's being spent. The Democrats are trying to fight this by sending money in the Corona bill to the post office to the sum of $10 billion. This is to keep it afloat until we can find better solutions. To me, it seems like it is a deliberate attempt to muck up the situation. It already isn't great, but this isn't going to help. You might have heard that China, Russia, and Iran are actively interfering in our elections. It looks like Russia is pro-Trump, while China and Iran are pro-Biden. They are sponsoring social media, impersonating Americans in support or in defense of their respective candidates. So this brings you the question, barely anything was done last time. There were some tariffs that were levied against Russia last time, but a lot of those restrictions were placed on Russia by the Obama administration. The Trump administration alleviates some of those while enacting some others. I would make the argument that a lot of the West in general is against Trump becoming president again, but are not actively starting troll farms to influence Americans to vote either way. It's very interesting. This goes to show that, if you allow it one time and there's so much money caught up in the United States, why wouldn't a government try to influence our politics? Why wouldn't somebody who is, say, Canada, not trying to meddle? If there is no consequences to be had and you benefit from a liberal agenda, why not take a chance and absolutely have nothing to lose? So something else you may not have heard is the WNBA have actively chosen to endorse a candidate. I believe it was in Georgia, and they came out in the WNBA and they were wearing their sports with their candidate on the shorts. The candidate they were opposed to was against Black Lives Matter, and a lot of people don't realize the role of women in activism, and people are surprised by the amount of activism they see from the WNBA. But I'd like to just look back 4 years. Women have been, especially the WNBA, they've been a lot more aggressive with their stance on things. They've been kneeling since 2016. If you remember that the NBA just started kneeling this year, 2020. In 2016, whole teams in WNBA were taking knees. When people begin to bring up, people in the NBA in the world begin to talk about activism. One thing they're not doing is starting with, you don't hear as many stories about Rapinoe like you do about Kaepernick. The difference between Rapinoe and Kaepernick is Rapinoe, you can put a microphone in her face and she will tell you how she feels, and there is no mixing words. She's 100% real with it. She's been doing this since Kaepernick initially took his knee. She's been vocal, outspoken, whereas Kaepernick, he does the public spots. He doesn't encourage much much conversation. Kaepernick, he says what he says, and that's all he's going to say. So when we write his story, we have to incorporate, of course, her story too. This is K Russ, and 3 minutes of news you might not have heard about it. Hope you enjoy. If you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's talk about it. If not, go ahead and leave a comment. Let's talk about it. Have a great day.